What's up, leaders? Scott Mathie here, back at it again, this time with another episode of our series with the Nix It in 9. And this is something I've been super passionate about. Quick reminder, if you haven't seen one of the previous videos for this, what I do is when I travel around the country and I speak on the phrase nix your limits, of like how to hey, get the attitude to watch my results, go tackle that big dream, that thing that's out there waiting for you, that kind of thing. I take these postcards, okay? And on these postcards at the end of the session, I have the students come up and grab one, and then I have them write on it what limit they're going to nix. Like, we do some reflection of what is it that's holding you back? Write it down on this postcard, and then at the end of it, you're coming up, you're dropping it in a box, and that is you being done with that limit. You're gonna move on from it. You're not gonna let it hold you back anymore. And I've seen some really powerful experiences by students, which has been super cool. And I started collecting these, and now I have hundreds. I've got them taped on the back of my door. I still have another stack that I haven't hung up yet. And the power with it is all these students just being able to be open. And I mean, it's all anonymous, and I haven't kept track of which ones came from which conference or anything like that, but it's so powerful to see. And so today I want to go through 3 of these limits, all right? 3 of these limits, because I feel like, hey, this can be the type of encouragement that if somebody out there can nix a limit like this, just imagine what you can do. I know that you can push past whatever that thing is that's holding you back. And so you just got to go make it happen. All right, so I picked 3 randomly from my stack. And so let's get into it. This first one says laziness, procrastination, lack of dedication. And I really appreciate when you call that out in yourself, of saying no, it's just me. It's just being lazy. I'm not dedicated. I procrastinate, all of that. And the bottom line behind any of that, all it says is you don't understand why you're doing it. You don't have a clear outcome that you're trying to go after, so you have no motivation to work hard at it. Just imagine if you were walking down the road, and if you knew where you were going to go and you were excited about getting there, whether that's food, you're going to Taco Bell, you're going to Starbucks, you're going to Target, you're going to school, you're going to Disneyland, whatever. If you know where you're going and you're excited to get there, you'll walk with purpose. And the same thing will be true with every aspect of your life. School, work, home, everything. If you know why you're doing it, if you know why you're headed in that direction, then you work with purpose. And you don't feel like there will be the tinge of man, I want to be lazy, or oh, I want to hold back on this. But then that reason will flood into your mind to say, no, but this is why you got to get this done. And then you go do it. When you say procrastinating and you're weighing the options, your actions always express your priorities. So if you have a clear understanding of what your priority is, when you have options of saying well, I can go to Taco Bell, or I can work on this project that I got to turn in a few days, but it's a really big project. I need to spend a lot of time on it. Then you can make that decision of well, my priority is that project. I'll go to Taco Bell later, project first. And so that's how you can overcome that feeling of laziness, that feeling of procrastination, that feeling of you just don't have any dedication. You got to come up with a reason why. There's no right answer for me to give you as to why you're in school, why you're in FBLA, why you work that part-time job, why you should clean up after yourself at home, whatever. I can't give you the why. You have to. But I promise you this, that there is a right answer that you can give yourself. And nobody can give that to you, but you've got to figure out what that is. You define your purpose. You define your why, but make the reason come first. The results will follow. But if you're only focused on the results, but you don't know why, you lack that motivation, you lack that fire. So you got to light your own fire and go make that happen. All right, so that's that first one. Appreciate you sharing that. Whoever that was, I get fired up with that kind of stuff. I hope you're out there nixing that limit. We are going to get to the other 2 in just a minute, but first, we got to take a quick stroll to pick up JP at the bus. And it is just a beautiful day. All right, picked up JP, check. Lunch for the kids, check. Lunch for me, check. But let's get back at it. Before I do, make sure that if you are not, that you are subscribed to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, give it a like. And drop in the comments below of like what you feel like is holding you back, what other things you want me to talk about. We all are trying to work together to make this this type of mindset, this type of attitude spread. And so I want it for you. I want to make sure that you're seeing these videos, and I want us all to be able to help spread this positivity and motivation to others. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you give a thumbs up, and let's jump in. So the second limit, I actually noticed that I just pulled, because I always just pull 3 random ones, says lack of dedication. And so that's pretty much what we were already talking about. Just, that laziness, that procrastination, that lack of dedication. It all comes when you clarify your reasons, when you clarify your why. So work on that, and then you can be able to feel a little bit more fire. Not that like you're, the temptation to slack or, relax and take time off and procrastinate and that kind of thing. Like that's not going to just magically disappear. But it is definitely going to help when you can remind yourself of why, when you can remind yourself of this is what I'm going after, this is where I'm going. So let me go. Even if I don't feel 100% right now that I want to work, let me go. I'm going to go after it. So that's that second one. The third one is right here. The fear of not being enough and messing up. The fear of not being enough and messing up. Man, that's hard. It's hard when you feel that motivation of like, I want to do great things, I want to go big or whatever, but then you feel that pull of like, but what if it doesn't work out? What if I screw up? What if I'm not good enough? Ugh. And here's my piece with it. My thing with failure. So many students right now are plagued with perfectionism, that you just have to be perfect. You have to get 100%. You have to get all A's and like never fall down from that. If you try something, you should succeed at it. And here's the thing to remember about failure. Failure is a sign of momentum. It's a sign of progress, because now you know what doesn't work. And where you close that loop of most of the time we fail, so we avoid the accountability. We never face like why we failed, why it didn't turn out, or anything like that. We just either pretend it never happened, we hide it, we blame somebody else, and we move on. But when you turn around and face your failure to say, what went wrong? What led to the failure? And know that it does not define you as a person. It does not define you as a failure. It defines the action you took, the work ethic you had, the situation that went around it, or whatever. That's what failed. And so you can figure out what you can fix within those circumstances, whether that was your work ethic, your preparation, how you performed, your focus, your mindset, your attention towards things, how you were able to go about it. And then you can be able to figure that out. You can fix it. And so failure is just a sign of momentum. It means that you've made progress. You now know what a little bit that it won't work. You know what things will not help you. And then you make progress towards, well, maybe it'll be this, or let me improve that plan. Let me make it better. And so then you're able to keep going on. So when you have that fear of you're not going to be enough or you're not messing up, it's because you fear failure. And if you have a long-term mindset of that where you are scared to fail, you've lost. But if instead you embrace failure, you say like, okay, like, you are never afraid to try. It goes wrong. Okay, so what? Like, yeah, it could sting. It totally can sting. This stuff stings me all the time of like, man, that didn't go as well as it could have. But what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? So as you shift that mindset to action to say, well, that didn't go well, but what am I going to do about it? Then you can feel empowered. You're still in control to fix it, to make it better, and to go out there and keep nicks and limits. Go out there and keep getting results. So those 3, laziness, procrastination, lack of dedication, times 2 of what you can do there and how to overcome that fear of not being enough. So drop below in the comments what you can do to improve, what limit you are going to nix, and let's get after it. Translate that motivation into action. Go make it happen. But hey, if you know somebody that could use this message, if you know somebody that's going through not feeling motivated, not feeling dedicated, procrastinating a lot, and they have a problem with it, or maybe somebody that has a fear of failure, share this video with them. Give them a little bit of motivation. Be the inspiration for somebody else, and it'd be amazing what can it do for you and what it can do for others. But here's the bottom line. You can do so much more than you think, faster than you realize. You just got to go do it. So get out there and do it. Nix your limits. I want to watch your results. Work hard and be nice, and go make it happen. Peace.